Okay, I'm going to go over transactions now. I'm going to do the simplest transaction, which is buying common shares. So in order to buy common shares, you need an ask. So let's land somewhere where we get an ask. Say here on the green, okay? So we've got an ask for here. First thing we do is we do the market, blah, 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 okay? Up, down, up, okay? Up, down, up. I assume it was by 2. Okay. Now, we have an ask for green, red, or blue. You know what an ask means. It means you can buy. The market is asking a price, okay? And that's the price. When they're asking or they're bidding, this is the price that you get the deal at. So let's buy, say, that's easy. Let's buy some shares of red, okay? So let's buy 20,000 shares of red, which is the maximum you can buy at a time, okay? So here we go. We give the broker some money. It's going to cost us $9,500 for 10,000, so we'll buy 20,000. So the broker gets the money, and the player gets the shares. He's buying red, 20,000 red. So they're in the back here, okay? Now, these are not equal. This is 19,000 and that's 20. So the broker has to give the player, now they're equal, okay? So the broker takes the dough and the player takes the shares. But because he bought 20,000 shares, it goes up 20 cents. Now what the player could do is he could turn around and buy 20 more. Let's do that, okay? So he's going to buy, and this time it's going to cost, I don't know. I'm just pulling the money out of the bank, but okay. So the broker gets that money, 21,500. Is that right? 21,500? No, it's actually 23,000. Okay, 23,000. And the way you get that is you add 2 zeros to that. So it's 11,500 times 2 is 23,000. Okay, the broker gets that money. The player gets this money. He gets the shares, okay? So what happens is the market gets promoted. Now we could carry on doing this all day on your turn, but it can only go 20,000 at a time, okay? It has to be like a stair step because it's unrealistic to go by like 40,000 and it goes boom, you know? So this goes to the player. Now he's got 40,000 shares. Well, guess what he can do? He can buy a directorship. It cost him $500. He is holding red, so he gets one of these guys. Okay, oops. Broker gets the money, player gets the ring. So that goes on his man. Now he has a common directorship in red, as long as he holds these 40,000 shares, and he'll get a salary of $7,500 every year. So that's how you buy shares and directorship, common directorship. This is a common directorship. These are the escrowed ones, and you get those by collecting proxy votes. When you visit a space, you mark it off on your proxy sheet, like here. Say you visited Elspeth, you would mark off Elspeth. When you collect all 6 of, you're the first to collect all 6 of blue, you get this, and you replace your starting pawn with that, okay? And you can't lose it. You can lose everything else, but you can never lose that. Now, if it turns out that you should be lucky enough to get be the first to visit another 6, you can turn this in and go to green. And then this becomes available to someone else. We've gone over that. Okay, here's another kind of share we're going to buy. Okay, so supposing, say Mr. White, okay, Mr. White lands on preferred blue, okay. Now, it's going to cost him $21,500 for 10,000. So we're just taking the money out of here, just to show you. Okay, so the broker gets that, $21,500, and Mr. White gets 10,000 shares of blue, preferred, preferred, not common, preferred. Jeez. Okay, preferred, okay? So, this goes to the banker. The broker, we call it banker, broker, same diff, okay? Now, he bought 10,000 shares, it goes up 10 cents. So now we've taken common shares and preferred shares, okay? So now, let's say Mr. Black, he landed, I don't know, here, okay? Not the best space, but anyway, that's all right. And he's going to buy some bonds. He's going to buy $40,000 worth of bonds. Okay, there's no limit on bonds when you buy them. So he's going to buy, he gives the broker $40,000. And the broker gives him 1, 2, 3, 4. This is, okay, these are equal. That's 40,000, that's 40,000. So the broker takes that, and this goes to the player, and he's got $40,000 worth of. Now, it doesn't affect the market because it's not a purchase of shares, okay? But down the road, he can switch these to common shares. This would switch to 5,000 common shares. It would converts, okay? So now we've covered convertibility and okay, let's just say down the road, it's this guy's Mr. Black's turn again, and he lands here, and he says, I know this guy didn't get a turn, but tough luck. We're demonstrating, okay? So this is conversion of debt, okay? So he gives the broker these, and the broker gives him 20,000 shares. Each one of these is convertible to 5,000 common shares. So 40 converts to 20. Okay? So now he's got that. Now, that does not affect the market because it was a conversion. So now we've done bonds and shares. These were transactions that were on the long side. So now we're going to do a short, okay? And we're going to short some red, okay? So Mr. White goes la-di-da-di-da, and he lands, let's say he lands, I don't know, he needs to be able to sell. So he needs to land there, okay? Now, besides that, he gets a call option, which we'll talk about. So he's going to short 20,000 shares of red. So what happens is red gets sold, 20,000 shares of red, which would be 27,000. Okay, 27,000 shares of red, and he puts his IOU here, which says his name is Joe. Joe, 20,000 red, okay? And he puts that, and see the money from the sale goes here, okay, with the IOU. And it goes into the red margin account, and it stays there. Now, since he sold 20,000 shares, it would go down 20 cents. Now, when he comes back and covers, which means when he buys 20,000 shares of red, regardless of price, that's his money. Okay, that closes the deal. It's buying long backwards, which is selling short. Okay, so we covered a short. So let's say we're down the road here, and here we are. Okay, and this is Mr. White, and he lands here, and he can buy. See, he can buy red. So he's going to cover his short, and that's going to cost him 60. He did 20,000. It's going to cost him 13,000. So he gives the broker 13,000. Okay, and this now he pays back his IOU. That pays back his IOU, and that's his money. Okay, so that's how it works. That's a short, and this is a shorting, and this is covering. Covering is paying back your IOU. Okay, so that's how that works. That's okay. We've covered buying long and selling short now. Buying long, selling short. So when we've done buying bonds, we've done a conversion from bonds to a common share.